Apparently I brought 2 dead batteries with me. So I'm gonna have to wait for those to charge. Let's get on to something else. What's up everyone, Live with a Peperoni here, and today we're back on the Roadster. I made a list of what we have to do, and there's only a few more things to do before I'm finished with this thing for a while. And I'm gonna try to figure out how to get the 36 to the shop and start working on that, because this thing will be like a drivable running car. That's kind of what I want. I don't want it like fully finished or anything because it's not getting painted right now. But keep on watching and we get to the list. So sorry about last week that I didn't post a Roadster video because I was super busy at the shop and there's just a lot of stuff happening. So that starter video took me like 6 hours because I was like taking it apart, putting it back together, and well, now we're back on this thing for this week. So the list that I have, this is kind of the stuff that I have to do to finish it. This is my list. Got to do the seat, build the top. We're gonna do like a metal frame top that is retractable so I can have it up and down with a canvas top. Well, that we'll have to make. Finish the floor cover for the master cylinder. Reinforce the quarter panels, which we'll probably do this one. Line up doors and stitch them together. We'll probably do that this episode as well. Check transmission fluid. We're going to do that this episode. Grease transmission. I don't have a grease gun, so we can't do that one. Secure the floor. Do a bolt check. Finish the rad shell. I'm going to do the rad shell for sure this week, so the next week when I come, I can bring it and finish up that for you guys. Clip the lines and the wiring. That'll be, I don't know if I'm going to do that on camera or not. It's just a very boring thing to watch. I got to do the generator wiring. I got to do the wiring for the coil because I don't like the black wire. Got to phase the voltage regulator, I think, or the generator, depending what one. Got to add the spacer for the front axle, add more coolant. I got to fix a coolant leak, so I'm going to pull off the coolant line today and kind of see where that's leaking from. Install the cowl, and finish welding the body. That's gonna be a whole episode long. So that'll probably be next week or the week after. And then do the window glass, and then, yeah, so that's kind of like at the point we'll have to do a trunk latch of some sort and kind of get like the battery tie down and the ground bolt done. But yeah, so we're gonna get started on that. Hope you enjoy. So first things first, I think I'm just gonna put the cowl back on since we're all done the wiring and kind of everything behind that. We'll see if I have to cut anything for the speedometer and stuff, but I think there's enough room there, but let's see. So I don't know if you guys can see, but this hits majorly right there. Like completely. So we're gonna cut this out right now. Maybe I'll just go across the whole flange up here. I kind of want to keep some meat here just so then it stays strong. So yeah, maybe I'll just go like this. I'll just like chop down straight here. Go like that. Doesn't need to look nice. It's all covered, and I kind of want this to have some stability still because this kind of holds the whole front end together even though we welded all those plates in. So let's get the grinder out. Apparently I brought 2 dead batteries with me. So I'm gonna have to wait for those to charge. Let's get on to something else. Okay, well that's charging. I had another YouTuber reach out to me, which I've mentioned to you guys before, Sunnyside Speed Shop. Thank you very much for these. I haven't opened them yet because I saved them for you guys. He had reached out to me and was like, hey, I have some of these. You need them. Yours are broken. So I was gonna do some 3D printing and stuff and kind of get it together, but I hope these are them. Ooh, I still have to 3D print the stuff, but look at these. Look at these. I had no idea these were brass. So what I'll have to do today when I get home, I'll probably include that in the video, is I'll just measure up these and 3D print 2 stanchions that go up, that can go down, and oh, these are sick. So these are screwed up ones that I had. And there's these. So I'm excited to put these on. Check out Sunnyside Speed Shop. I'll post it right here. He's building an El Camino, well, just finishing up an El Camino that he did LS swap and stuff. Super cool build. He's in San Francisco. And now he's doing I think it's a 3031 Ford Coupe. So super cool stuff. But yeah, thank you for these. These are going to be super sick. I'm not going to polish the other one anymore. So these go here for the little handles. Oh, I love that accent. Cool. Another thing I found in my toolbox while I was finished cleaning up, well, I'm not finished cleaning up, but cleaning up my parents' old house, is these knobs. So I'm going to, they're just like nicer looking than this plastic one over here. So I'm just gonna unscrew the choke one that we didn't like. And maybe these will fit, maybe not, I don't know yet. It kind of looks like they're a bit too big, but we will see. Oh, it's too big. Damn, that sucks. Are all 3 too big? Ooh, this one might not be. Ooh, this little one, we could drill and tap to do fit. That might be kind of cool. Kind of match. Let me just see if there is tap that size. And I will. Okay, so turns out I do have the right tap. It is a M5 by 0.8. I knew it was going to be metric because, I don't know, it's just like a Chinese kit. So I'm just going to try take this out right now, which they glued it, but super easy. That set screw in there. Look at that. So yeah, if I just take that there, drill that a bit, look at that. Oh no. Okay. Well, we're gonna use a little bit of this battery that we need for grinding, because the other one could go on the charger. So we're gonna go super slow here. This is not working very well. I want some vice grips, but I don't want to like destroy it. Maybe we'll wrap it up in this rag a little bit. I want one nice thing on this. Okay, I think that's good. Okay. So that was already drilled, so I know there's like a pilot in there, so that's why I can just use a drill, because I know it's going to drill straight. Now, we will grab my fancy little sockets that I love. They're just a socket that adapt the taps to it, and now I'm just gonna tap this. Oh no. Oh no. Maybe we need some anchor lube. Put some of the anchor lube in there. If you guys haven't tried this stuff yet, this is the best stuff ever. It's anchor lube, all purpose, drill compound, metalworking. It's, I've said it once, I've said it again. It makes dull bits sharp. So I'm just gonna go back in here. Let's try this again. Oh, look at that, effortlessly now. Nope. You know, sometimes when you're tapping, you have to like go a bit forward and then back to break the, that's what I've been having to do here. Maybe I'll tighten it up a little bit. I hope I'm not ruining it. Watch the whole thing just go oval. That'd be funny. Well, that's all that wants to go, so. I mean, I guess that's a bit. Oof. Look at that. Ha ha ha. Cool. It's like not perfect, but that looks a lot better than the black little handle it had, so we're getting there. Tell me in the comments, everyone, what do you like better? The black little universal one or the nice chrome one? If it was me commenting, I would be commenting this one just to be shitty and funny, but we'll see what you guys say. Okay, next thing we're gonna do is, I don't actually know if there's any fluid in this trans, because when I bought it, I was like, oh, it's fine, it's old, it's probably gonna retain fluid, but we all know that doesn't happen. So I'm just gonna take off the cover right now, see if it needs any fluid, and then fill it up if we need some. I have 85, 90, and red line, so hopefully one of it's good. It probably just takes straight 80 weight or something, knowing this archaic transmission, but we're gonna go for it. Look at that. Look at how nice that transmission is. Woo! 39 trans. You can see the fluid's a bit low. You see down there that the fill plug thing is, it's not touching it, so we gotta put some more in. I didn't realize, but that's cracked. That kind of sucks. Doesn't really matter. It's just, it is what it is. But yeah, I'm gonna Google right now what fluid to put in, and I'm gonna put some fluid in it. I don't know what happened there, but it didn't film, so I should have drained the old stuff out, but I was like, oh, it's all gonna leak out anyways. So you can kind of see it's at the bottom of the drill plug there. They recommended 75 to 90 140. I have some 85 140, so I guess I did my proper research when I bought this stuff ages ago. So yeah, so that's all full. I'm gonna put the top back on. But while we have the fluid, I found this early 40 to 48 transmission a couple of weeks ago, as I showed you guys. And every time I'm at the shop, what I've been doing is I've just been putting some WD-40 and stuff in it. But I think today it's gonna get the rest of this fluid, because I have 4 jugs of it, and I think this transmission will be better with fluid in it. It'll loosen up the stuff better. That's what I'm gonna convince myself. So let's just go here. And then I'll put the lid on, and I'll see before I leave how much is on there still. But I just figure if every time I'm here, I can just put some fluid or some WD-40 on it. Hopefully by the time it comes down, I can unlock it and then put all the bearings and everything into that 39 case there. And then I have another 3-speed for one of these flatheads. So we'll see. If anyone is serious and is looking for a early 21 stud, it's a 1935. It was freshly rebuilt, turns over, transmission's really nice to go with it. I don't know if I'll send the transmission with it, but it was pulled out for a 350 out of 35 Ford. I think it was a 5-window coupe, I don't know. 35 Ford, and it's really nice shape. It's got aluminum heads. It's pretty good. It's got a clutch and everything. Got just like an early intake. If you're interested for your car, let me know. I will sell it because I'm just gonna collect the later stuff. I don't want to deal with the 21 stud. I'll just deal with the 8BA because that's already going beyond my stuff for what I want. So yeah. And just to think, I was gonna use this gas tank. There ain't no way I was gonna use this. That's hilarious. Okay, did you guys catch what I missed? I missed putting the top back on the transmission, so let's do that now. I brain farted. I'm just gonna wipe this and we'll see if it, well, it probably will leak. I don't have a gasket for it though. I could probably use RTV. Maybe I'll RTV it. Let me go get some RTV. This stuff is no bueno. I got a little hole in it, but I also put a hole in the side of it. So this is the last time this guy goes, so. I'm just gonna cut it open here and go like that and go across the back. Let's go with my finger. If you go, I don't know if you guys can see, but I will make sure you guys can see. This is how I mostly put like RTV on when I do it. Just want to like do the thinnest layer possible. I hate it when it's like oozing outside of whatever you're doing. It looks so bad. You gotta think these at some point were machine surfaces that are probably pretty flat. So you don't need much to seal it per se. So I'm just gonna do that. This is garbage now, unfortunately. Let's put it on the ground there for it to dry out. And then when I step on it later, it's gonna suck. That one's for Stefano. My brother said to me the other day, he's like, man, I just don't understand the stuff you do. He's like, everything you do, you just do it in the most like weird way ever, or just never makes sense. Like I was using no nail. It's like an epoxy for construction, and I literally just like ripped the end off and I put it on these pliers that I had over there, and he just like looked at me. He's like, why would you do that? And I was like, I don't even know. It's just funny. And then later I needed the pliers and I got my hands all dirty with the stuff, and it was a fun time. So Stefano, if you're watching this, that one's for you. But yeah, I should definitely practice on that kind of stuff. So there. That's like that. We're gonna put this baddie back in. Look at that. Look at that. I'm gonna go see if I have, should I see? Okay, so that's like that. I'm gonna, Okay, so that's all sealed up and everything. My hands are greasy. I think while I'm here, I'm gonna take off the top of the shifter and kind of see why it's so sloppy like this, and just see if we can fix it quickly. I don't know. We're just making sure we are doing the things to make this thing drive. So I'm just gonna pull that off right now. Well, that was not tight at all, so that could maybe be the whole culprit of why it's loose, but let's just take this thing off and kind of just see. It can't be that complicated. Maybe it is. Maybe they were smarter back then in 1939 than I am right now in 2025. Probably. They didn't have phones back then, so that's why they're smarter. Ah, that's what's wrong. Look at that. That's just beaten. And that's pretty. You can see right there that little indent. So now that I know why, I'm not going to fix it, but at least now we know. Yeah, that's so much play. It's also like the pin has a lot of play. Huh. I wonder if I used like a screw or something, like a 1/4-inch screw in there. Man. Yeah, that pin is just a little bit there, goes so far. I wonder if I could just put like a shim in there, if that would help it. Because it has to go like that and like that, not like that. I'm gonna try adding a shim in there and kind of see. So I just cut this like piece of 14 gauge stainless steel, and I'm just gonna like fit it in there and kind of see if that helps it. If that helps it cool. If not, well, we're not much further than we are now, so I feel like this is gonna sort of like snap my fingers, so. Let's go right here. This might be too big for it, I'm not sure yet. Maybe it'll fit on. I think that side might be. I think that side's like the more worn side, but I think this might be a bit too thick. I'm gonna try get a piece of 18 gauge regular sheet metal. I feel like the regular sheet metal will be too thin and it kind of like not strong enough, but I don't know. Let's see in here if it's like, there's so much room there. I don't know under. Oh, okay. So if that's the same as this, yeah. So if we take this pin out, I don't know if you guys can see, but it seems like if I take the pin out and put the pin in afterwards, yeah, oh well. Sorry guys. Looks like if I take the pin out, put that in, put the pin in afterwards, it like, it'll maybe do it. It'll just be nice for it not to have that much slop. No, that's, uh-oh, there's the spring. That's not working. Huh. Oh well. Might just have to live with that slop then. It is what it is. It's an old car. At least I know it's not like doing any damage now. That's what I was kind of like afraid of. So, kind of is what it is. Okay, spring. Little gasket thingy. Retainer. And then this thing. Where'd the pliers go? I can fix this anytime. This is above the floor, so. There you go. Well. Okay, well, we couldn't fix the shifter, but that's okay. We weren't sure if we could. At some point, I'll just have to weld that hole, like the little dip out of it again, and then just grind it flat and everything. But all it does is stop it from spinning like that. So it's not the end of the world, just, hey, we're there, let's do that. So let's put the cowl back on now and get going. Let's hope I cut enough out of it. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Wow, even those holes line up now. I guess there was something hitting that. Huh. Okay. So now I have to find where I put all the screws. Okay, I don't know where the bolts were, but these are the ones I'm gonna use, so. I also lost all my flat washers, my 1/4-inch ones, so. By lost, I mean I probably misplaced them. But does not change the fact that I do not have them. I was like, I'm prepared. Nah. I can sometimes be prepared. Yeah, I looked in there. The flat washers aren't in there. Are they over here? No. Oh well. I have to go get some 1/4-inch hardware. I'm like almost out. Oh no. I didn't realize how many bolts this was. There's a bunch of bolts on the floor, so that's probably where they all went. Can't really get in there. Maybe I will take this one out and use my pry bar / screwdriver. I won't use my nice screwdriver. I'll use my cheap screwdriver. Got our old trusty. Man, she's in there. That one's not going to be happy when I put the nut on, but we're doing it. We are doing it. I'm going to have to put lock nuts on all these eventually, but I'll do that as they fall out, you know? Look at that. That lines up perfectly now. No, it doesn't, but that's okay. Man, all those are, oh, that one's not tight. Okay, where's that trusty screwdriver? Ooh, that one I think we're gonna have to do like a tighten up and then put through. do a little two-part. Kind of got to like put this in there. Like that. Well, I put my leg on there. We're gonna zoink this one down. And what that should do is retain this one to be there. Cool. Now this one should stay there. Look at that. Got a little straight hole now. Take this. Zoink. In. We're almost there. We can see the finish line. I don't know if I have enough nuts. They're probably on the ground. Oh, I wonder if we're gonna lose power. Oh. Oh. Ooh. So we have, I don't know how many batteries we have, but we will work until the batteries run out. And then we're kind of screwed. So that's our plan. Okay, there's that one, and then we need one more lock nut. There, so. I'm not going to be going underneath the car right now, under the dash with no lights, just because it sucks. So we're going to do this. At least we got a couple of the nuts down there. Then while we're here, let's change this coil wire because it's really ugly and I don't like it. Is there a nice way for this? I don't think so. Man, this sucks. I'm so sorry, guys. This is like the only day I have to work on this thing too, so we're not giving up and hopefully the power comes on. So I have this like nice black and green wire, or black and yellow. I use this wire over there. So for the starter switch, I'm just gonna go out to here and kind of make it a bit longer than this one because it's definitely not long enough. Just gonna grab my little pliers. Ooh, that one's leaking too, so let's just grab this wire. We'll see how long this is. We'll make it like, I don't know, about that much longer. I don't want to use the whole thing because then it sucks to cut that much off, but also I don't want it to be too long. So on one side it was a female, which is right there. How do you guys enjoy crimping? Sometimes crimping I feel like it's good, but it's like I want to solder, but I've been taught so many times not to solder wires on car stuff because it goes brittle. And then when it goes brittle, it cracks. And when it cracks, it's no good. So it's in my brain that you can't do that. But you guys let me know what you guys think and do. So I was just thinking, while I have that gray RTV, I should probably seal up my thermostats. So then I don't waste all of that RTV. So I'm gonna check my batteries, see how much I have in the batteries of the light. And if they're like not too bad, I will do that as well. Okay, now this wire can kind of go there, to there, which is nice. Goes around like that. There's lots of room now. I'm happy with that. That one goes there. Where's the little washer? Right there. Man, the other day I was putting, I knocked off all my fittings off the table and all my electrical fittings went everywhere. And man, that sucks so much. They just went bam, all over the ground. It was damn. Man, are we gonna make this thumbnail very mysterious? You guys are gonna be like, why is he playing in the dark? Well, unfortunately, it's not my fault. In the rural area that we live in. Oh, I don't have a bolt there too. Okay. Okay. I have to put a bolt in there. Let me write that down. Okay, this battery's full, so I think what we're gonna do is we'll take the 1/2 inch, and I don't know how much coolant's in here, but we're gonna see. And I'll grab the drain pan just in case. That's kind of where we'll be. Maybe the lights will come on soon. I do not know. Hopefully there's not a lot of coolant. There's definitely some. It still looks very clean, so that's good. I'm being less careful on this one because I had a gasket and clearly it leaks, so the mating surfaces aren't necessarily good. Man, my dad just called just to tell me I have to make him a big table. Or not a table. Yeah, a big stand for his fish tank. And he's like, you forgot the measurements. I'm like, no, I took a picture. So now I almost forgot the thermostat. I hope this seals. You can kind of see right there. That's just water continuously dripping. So that's kind of what I was saying. Like this side is still leaking. So So let's clean this side off, and then hopefully that will help. Those bolts are way longer than the other side. Okay, let's put this higher than there so when it leaks, it at least we know the thermostat closes. Let's take a look at this side. Yucky. It doesn't look like it's sealed. No. Man, this one's gonna be a pain. The other one just like sucks in so nicely. There we go. Squish out all that RTV. Okay, well, we know that's in there now. Now this should all be dry by next week. Found one of these breathers off my old flatheads that I had laying around, so this piece of whatever can finally go. Piece of cloth. Oh, look at that! Oh, front. Oh, that's so sick. Oh, I love that. So a lot of the stuff I need power for, so we can't do a lot. So what I'm gonna do next, I got some new lug nuts, so I'm gonna put the lug nuts on, so at least the car is like on the ground and pretty close to getting there. And then we'll jack it down, and then I'm probably gonna end the video there because I just don't have the light to do stuff. So I'm gonna put the lug nuts on and we're gonna wrap this video up. So with this lug nuts here, I went to the store and they were kind of expensive. So Amazon had them 20 for $11. They're just like a 3/4 head normal corn lug nut, half 20. That's all I wanted. So I'm just gonna install them. Ooh, I should check if the adapters I put on are have all their lugs, because there's a couple lug nuts on each one. So I think we should just double check them to see. And I thought I had my impact here, but apparently I don't. Working in the night moves. Oh. Well, there are definitely no lug nuts there. Can you guys hear that wind? I'm gonna show you guys. Oh, there's a branch. I should probably move my truck, but I'm not going to. Look at that. Okay, so those are all tight now. So don't have a cotter pin, so I'm just gonna use this stainless steel welding wire. Just gonna put it in, wrap it around, and that'll work. I'm so glad I bought the proper wheel spacers for this like bolt pattern. Like, I'll just buy like an M12 by 1.5 lug nut or something, or like an adapter, because like there's a lot of metric stuff nowadays. But the fact that I bought the proper ones is hilarious. We know that. You can see it better now. Probably not, but just take a stainless rod, put it there. And that goes there, like. Cool. Okay. Let's not forget to tighten these now, because that'd be very bad. Very bad. Yeah, I think I have to get proper ones. We might not be able to. Might have to end the video here. Yeah, that's not working. So unfortunately not the day that I was planning on, but I mean, we got a couple things done. I was really hoping. I was like, my mood right now, I'm like pretty excited to work on this thing. Like, I don't know if it's like I'm excited to work on it because I know the 36 is coming soon, and like that's kind of the next thing on the chopping block, because I'll be honest with you guys, like once this thing's done, like not done, but to the point I'm driving it and stuff, like I'm probably gonna take a break with it. It's been almost 10 months working on the same thing, and I'm sure you guys are bored of it. Like, we're getting there, but I'm bored. I kind of want to do an exhaust and stuff, but I think maybe I'll do an exhaust, go from there. I'm not sure yet. I can't really do it here. I want to bring it to the other shop, so maybe next week, or maybe in a couple weeks, I might bring it to the other shop. And I really want to do the sand bent tubes. So that's kind of like what I really want, but I don't know if I'll get there. I just have like a lot more tools and resources there than here, and I think it'd be cool. So I was not expecting the power to go out and the way it went, but you know what? We're here. We did quite a bit of stuff. Not really, but hopefully you guys can watch it and look over there. So Thank you guys for watching. Sorry for the darkness. It wasn't what I wanted to do or anything. It wasn't on my bingo card this week, but what can you do? Can't control that stuff, so you just gotta stay positive and keep at it. So hope you guys can give me a like, hit subscribe. Hope you guys are stoked for Roadster stuff. I know last week I was like, oh, I'm gonna do Roadster stuff for sure, but between that starter and having to move the rest of my cars out of my parents' place, it was just, I ran out of time. So here we are. Thanks guys, see you on the next one.